Man, y'all, can't believe it. Got a freaking ticket, man. Man, this week it costed me. Got a $430 glass for the phone. We got a speeding ticket, and I got a screw in one of the damn trailer tires. Hell no, I can't cut your grass for $25. Good morning, guys. So it is what? Today's Wednesday. So today's Wednesday. Zach's off work today, like I was telling you guys yesterday, I believe. He's not. He had some personal stuff he had to take care of today, so he wasn't. That's why he worked all weekend. So what we're doing today is we're in two trucks. I'm going out to one of the furthest ones away, okay? So, and it's a big one too. Y'all been out there before, but see, I know that I can. Well, I used to do it by myself all the time. Even when I had the Quest 44-inch mower, I did this yard by myself. So y'all remember about, I guess, not quite 2 weeks ago, I had the customer down on the corner in my neighborhood where we did the sod install. I had that customer, Robin's her name. She, sent me that text message about she didn't want nobody to be on the property and blah, blah, and all this. So yesterday I texted her and I said, so are you not going to pay me? And I'm going to show you guys the text. I'm going to kind of give y'all a little introductory into the text first. So, so I sent her a text asking her, I said, so are you not going to pay me? So are you not, so I said, so in the text, I sent her yesterday morning, I said, so are you not going to pay me? And of course, you didn't get no response right then. I don't know about that shit, y'all. I don't know, man. She might be on something or some shit, man. I don't know. She's weird. So I went all day. We worked yesterday. So last night, when I was putting today's schedule together, I do that every night. She texted me this big long text, and I'll put the text up in the comment. I mean, up in the video here. And the text was real apologetic, I don't know, and she went on to say, that, text are, it's kind of hard to, she didn't mean the text to sound as if it, like it sounded, where she was telling me not to, she had to know that I was on the property and blah, blah, blah. And it's only a $50 little bitty yard, and she's my neighbor. It's just a whole lot. It ain't got to be this hard, I'm thinking the whole time. It ain't got to be this difficult to cut the grass, dude. So she was real apologetic. She wants to meet and talk. Her text was very thoughtful, I thought, and pretty good detail. She didn't just, say anything. She chose her words. She chose her words, and so she is wanting to salvage the relationship. So I'm gonna let y'all read the text, and I'm gonna see what you guys think, man. But I got Drew's got I think there's 5 that Drew's gonna do down around, the little city that we're in. There's a method to the madness, right now I'm just trying to tuck away these yards so I can get some free time so I can do that pampas grass removal. I'm thinking I like the 350, y'all. All right, y'all, so I got done with this one. It took me an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna walk around and show y'all, but y'all see. Y'all can see. I talked with her too. She got some other stuff she wants to do. She wants to do some me to do a clean out over here. But an hour and 10 minutes ain't bad on this one, considering I talked to her for a minute, and I did do a few little things extra over here. I didn't charge her for it, but by me doing extra stuff, I didn't have to do all the little bitty fine detail. So I always do that kind of thing on bigger cuts. I do things, if I see that the weed eating is minimal, then I'll, you know, and things that have been bothering me, you know, cutting the grass on the reg, and like branches hitting me when I'm on the mower, you know, something hung up in a tree that I can pull down, you know, that kind of thing. Something that I can make one cut and, you know, take off a limb of something that's protruding over top of the grass, just to kind of make things a little bit neater looking. Because as we get into the season, you know, these trees and all these brushes, stuff grows pretty hardcore. So, you know, I'm always trying to, you know, keep that stuff down to a minimum. But it's hard, man. It's hard to keep. It's hard though, because you can't spend a bunch of time on it. But see what that does for the customer. The customer is like, you know, I appreciate it so much. You know, especially a customer that's grateful. You know, customers that are hard to deal with, and I don't do anything. I don't do anything extra. Especially customers that are not grateful. It ain't even really about money. It's just about, you know, just the appreciation factor, you know. And I knew over there that I would not have to weed eat a lot because I've been spraying. So that enables me to do extra stuff, which enables me to secure the customer even better, because the customer has a hard time getting rid of somebody that does everything that I do. And, you know, for the same money that I would charge if I just come over there and cut the grass. But the way I'm looking at it is I'm saying, okay, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, if I had to spend, you know, 5 or 10 more minutes, you know, on the property overall, then to stay in the good graces of the customer and get appreciated and money, then that's a win for me. So I do little things that might be a big deal to the homeowner, but it's nothing to me. You know, I keep hand snips, and I keep hand snips on the mower with me at all times. I keep one of those folding saws on the, you know, hand saws, folding hand saws on the mower with me at all times. So I can go through there and I can, you know, as I'm riding, I'm not really stopping to do a lot. I'm just doing it in the course of, you know, of us being there. So now when I got somebody with me, then sometimes I don't have time to do that because everything's based on time then. You know, we're timing things, you know. But today I knew that I was not going to have to weed eat everywhere, because I knew that I sprayed last time, and I knew that we got enough rain for the spray to be activated. So, you know, and she loves for me to spray, okay? So I had one guy last time I was over there, well, you ought not be spraying all that around the mailbox and all that, man. I don't give a damn about none of that, man. The customers asked me to do that. She loves for me to spray. She loves it, you know. So there's that. And to me, that's the most important thing, right? The most important thing is for the customer to be happy. You know, the one paying me. So, more so than what we consider right or wrong. There really is no right way or wrong way to, you know, do these properties, as long as you're doing it to the customer's satisfaction that she's willing to write you a check. So, you know, of course there's quicker ways to do this and quicker ways to do that, and you develop ways to do these things quicker over time, you know. But, you know, the way I do the properties, I usually, if I'm going to edge it with a stick edger, I usually edge first. And then, unless the grass is real bad, then I might mow a little bit first and get it where I can walk around the property, you know, without being in tall grass. But for the maintenance, just the everyday maintenance, which is mostly what I do now at this point in the season, I edge, and then I weed eat, and then I mow, and I use the mower as a blower a lot of times. So then when I have to blow, I don't have to blow all. I don't have to do all that walking because the mower done got a lot of the debris. And I edge before I do anything. Then I can use the weed eater to clean up the edge if, you know, if it got off a little bit as I'm walking, and I can use the mower to clean up the edge as well. So, you know, you just have to be, you know, on your A game, man, when you're by yourself out here, you know. Unless you just like, you know, working hard and like, you know, wasting time. I don't like to waste time, so, you know, I practice what I preach. In other words, I don't just say be efficient, be efficient, be efficient, and then me not be efficient. I'm as efficient as you can. I mean, I'm as efficient as I know how to be, you know. And with the mowers I got, the experience I got, and the you know, stick equipment that I got, I don't know that you can do it much faster. You know, I don't know. I'm sure even if you have a bigger mower or whatever, I just don't know that you can do it much faster because of the fact that I mean, I got the best equipment money can buy, you know, or some of the best equipment money can buy. I don't see you buying a better mower that can cut the grass any faster than one of the Exmark Laser Z's that I got. You might find, you know, you might find one with a bigger deck and all that, but, you know, pound for pound, to me, a 60-inch deck, a 61-inch deck, that's the best deck size for what I do down here. There's a certain way that I do them when I'm by myself, and that's usually when I see what the guys are doing good and what they're not. Like over there, I knew that one wasn't going to be bad, man, and that's why I decided I'd come on out here and do it today. I could have done it tomorrow when Zach's back on staff, but I want to get closer in to the house to do all the ones that we got around the house. We got a lot of them to do around, you know, within, you know, 5 miles of my house. And there's no sense in bringing a guy way out here and spending, you know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's what it is when you drive with the driving all 2 hours or so to do a property that I could do by myself, and you know, very efficient. And if it was the first cut of the season, I wouldn't even have went out there by myself. I would have had to have brought another guy out there with me because I know how bad that property can be, you know. But see, I was just there 2 weeks ago. So, and she did today. Today's the day that she gives me a check. So I opened up the check and it's $30 more than what it usually is, because the customer has noticed the spray, and she knows that I really haven't been charging her for the spray. So when I saw that she wrote the check for $30 more, that makes me feel appreciative, right? Appreciated, you know. And so, you know, by me feeling that type of way, I don't mind doing some of the little trimming and stuff that I did while I was on the mower riding around the property. You know, I'm not, you know, dedicating, you know, 30 minutes to trim hedges. I'm just on the mower with my hands, with my little hand saw, and I'll show y'all the saw I got. It's cool to have a saw and a pair of hand snips on the mower with you at all times, to me. It's a no-brainer. It just makes it where you can do these little things that the customer, and not take you a lot of time, and the customer will appreciate, and it makes it just well, it makes you better, I think. But you know, that's just me. But I see a lot of the guys on YouTube, they don't really, they don't have a well, they have a sequence of events, but everybody does it a little bit different, you know, on you know, the what's the word I'm looking for? You know, everybody does the yards a little bit different, you know, according to where you're at, and according to how you've always done them. I've always done them where I edge first, weed eat, mow, and then blow, because I like to use the mower for a blower, you know. So blowing is always the last thing, right? And most guys, you know, that's common sense. Where people do things a little bit different is some of them mow and then they weed eat. Well, that I can do that too, you know. But if I weed eat first, then I'm able to walk the property as I'm weed eating and move water hoses out of the way, you know, kick toys out of the way, you know, that kind of thing. If I mow first and I'm steady on and off the mower, and you know, yeah. But you got to know where to weed eat. You got to know, when you weed eat first, you got to know where the mower can get. You see, that's where a lot of guys starting out don't know. Yeah. So I got this other one I'm gonna do. It's a 60. It's a tiny yard. I sprayed the last time I was here. Well, she has me spray the whole backyard. So, you know, she's had some work done over here. Y'all seen this property too. But I'll go on and do it by myself, and you know, as I work my way back home. All right, y'all. So I just got done with that one. I use a scag over here because I don't cut a lot off, and the scag does really nice when you don't cut a lot off of the Bermuda. Yeah, I use the scag 52-inch Turf Tiger 2 for this. Yeah, looks pretty nice. The scag will strike pretty good. You know, one thing about the scag that I'm learning, the scag may disperse the grass. Well, it disperses it pretty good. You know, spreads it out pretty good, those clippings. It may even disperse it better than the X-Mark. The X-Mark would throw it a long way. And so by the fact that the X-Mark throws it a long way, it, you know, by the time it hits the ground, it's dispersed. The scag doesn't throw the grass as far, but the mouth on the scag is wider. So you can be cutting the same amount of grass off as the X-Mark, but it doesn't look like it coming out of the chute, if that makes any sense. I really don't know how to explain it. So, yeah. But y'all saw that one, man. Another thing that I noticed over there, and I told her, and I'm all about that too, man. You know, identifying other things on the property that may be wrong. You know, common sense stuff. Sitting water is a big one. You know, being able to identify things too, not things that even you can do work, but like, you know, things that are going on the property that the owner don't even know about. Over there, where I just left, she's got some kind of, she had a bunch of work done with the, and you know, I mean, these contractors, they come out here and they talk her into installing a sprinkler system on that little bitty yard. I mean, she's got, you know, I don't know, 2,500 square foot of grass, and they got her, and they done talked her into installing a irrigation system. See, I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that a customer's got that little bitty bit of grass. You know, y'all saw it. There ain't nothing in the backyard for them to install an irrigation system on that. That's just a big waste of money. And see, that's what I don't like about some of these contractors that come out here and talk these customers into doing stupid stuff. So not only do they talk her into it, and now she's got a water issue on one side of the property where they, I don't know, water's coming running out down the hill, and yeah, and if she hadn't had that dumb sprinkler system put in, then, you know, she wouldn't have, you know, she wouldn't have that. So they charge her for something that they charge her to put the irrigation in, a little bit of property like that, and now she's got to deal with, you know, problems, you know, that the irrigation system created. Ain't that stupid, man? That is just, I just can't do it like that, man. I know a lot of guys do, man, but I just can't do it like that. So I'm showing her, you know, where the water's coming out at, and it's coming out pretty steady, and it done made a ravine. Her water bill's gonna be sky high. And I'm saying, I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, and she's been my customer for 10 years. I'm, you know, done a lot of work for her over the years. For this particular job, she hired one of her friend's friend, or whoever her friend used or something. And I would have never done an irrigation system on that little bitty property, man. It cost her thousands of dollars to get it installed, and now she's got to deal with, you know, the irrigation system not working or leaking, and then she got to deal with the water issue, and then she got to deal with whatever money that the water bill's gonna cost her on, you know, 2,500 square foot yard. And if it's that big, I mean, y'all saw it, it's tiny, man. I mean, I just don't think that she needs irrigation on that. I would never have sold her or recommended that she get an irrigation system if she'd have called me and asked me, you know. But she knows me, you know, has known me a long time, and she knows me from back in the day when all I did was lawns. Well, you know, I've evolved a lot over the years, and though I just keep cutting her grass, you know, and I've done other projects for her on some rental properties that she has. I just usually just cut her grass. So she didn't know that I know about, you know, sod install and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, and they're telling her all these things that, you know, that she needs and stuff, when they only laid about a pallet and a half of sod. I mean, you know, just up out around the mailbox, easy cheesy. And I mean, I think that she said, I ain't 100% sure, but I believe she said she spent about $6,000. So yeah, that tells you right there. Just a bunch of shady folks, man. A bunch of shady contractors. Well, they ain't real. Well, they shady. I mean, ain't no other way to say it. They selling things that the customer don't really need, you know. And I don't know if it's the contractor being shady, the salesman being shady, or the salesman and them just don't know. You know, if they don't know, then they should. Anybody with any common sense is not going to put irrigation system on 2,000 square foot yard, man. To me, that's just my opinion, man. And I've been doing this a long time. These irrigation systems, man, they're complicated, and you know, for a property like that, that's just way too much going on there. You know, it's just not necessary, I guess you could say. It's just not. Ain't even close to necessary. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a big waste of money, man. And, you know, and she's all upset now that she's seeing all that water. She's seeing all that water, and she's like, oh my gosh. You know, so I told her to go up there and turn the new irrigation system off. So yeah, they're gonna have to come back out there, and they'll probably, boy, they should now, I don't know, fix it for free, whatever's wrong, I don't know. And I don't even know why they even put a sprinkler head down there. There's a sprinkler head down there. There's no grass or nothing down there. I mean, it's like damn near in the woods, y'all. It's just, I don't know, man. I just think it's shady, man. It ain't right, man. You know. But that's what happens when you're dealing with, you know, contractors that don't know you. You know, when you're the homeowner, you know, if I'm talking to a homeowner, you know, it's good to find a contractor that knows you. You know, all she had to do was come to me, you know, knowing me for 10 years and knowing that I done her yard and a bunch of her properties and done tree trimming and done a lot of different work for her over the years. Come to me and ask me what I thought, and then I could have told her, and she could have saved all that. She could have saved a boatload of money. You know, because I ain't really trying to get in her pocket. You know, I'm already in her pocket. So I mean, I don't have, you know, I just ain't that kind of contractor, dude. If it don't need doing, I don't want to do it. That's just me, man. And I thought, y'all, that everybody thought like that. I thought that all the contractors were kind of like me, but they're not. I mean, they're that's a one-time lick for them. See, if she goes to somebody she knows, or somebody she knows recommends, you know, somebody like me that's been doing in her yard for all these years and done a lot of work for her, if she go with somebody that I know or let me do it, then there's some accountability there, you know. I'm not gonna, I mean, I couldn't believe when she told me that she had an irrigation system installed, that they recommended that. When they put down maybe 700 square foot of sod, and now that all of a sudden they recommended irrigation and this and that. Hell to the no. This shit just bothers me, man. I don't know why. You know, she's my customer, man, and I have a personal relationship with most of my customers, you know. So for her to be, you know, freaking out about the irrigation system that she didn't need is, you know, that upsets me a little bit. You know, it makes me feel a certain type of way about, you know. That's why I don't recommend contractors and stuff for the most part. I got to know them. And if I don't know them, like know them, not know the company, but know them, the people that are actually doing the work, then, you know, they're not accountable for nothing, you know. Yeah, she'll probably get it fixed for free, but I bet they ain't gonna pay her water bill. I bet that water bill's been sky high, because that water has been running like that. Well, the last time we was there, it was wet over there too. And that was 2.5 weeks ago. Because I noticed that, when Zach was weed eating over there, I noticed that he had mud all over. Now, where'd that mud come from, dude? And he said, oh, it's all wet over there. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I guess I should have, I was gonna call her and tell her right then, but excuse me, but the sprinklers had been running, so that morning before we got there, so I thought it was just, you know, remnants of that. But no, man. Shady ass contractors, man. Just either shady or don't know what the hell they're doing. And any of you guys, y'all let me know in the comments, man. Any of you guys that know a lot more about irrigation, sod install, water, and the practicality of, you know, installing a irrigation system on a 2,500 square foot yard. Y'all let me know, man, what y'all think, man. I'm curious, man. Because to me, I would have never, ever, ever, ever done that. Never. I'm not going to work from 7 to 7. I know a lot of these guys, yeah, well, it's 7:30 at night and they're still out there. I ain't going to do that, man. I'm not. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to shave some of that time off. Because, you know, to me, it's just my opinion, what's the point in running your own gig after a certain point, you know? Now, if you're 5 years in or less, well, yeah, you got to work all the time, 7 to 7, 24/7, 7 days a week, and, you know, just work. And that's what I did. But over time, you know, quality of life starts meaning something, you know. And so, though I don't mind working a little bit on Saturday and working a little bit on Sunday, just to give me something to do. And that's why I can work, you know, like I want to during the week. I usually every day that weather permits, I usually do a little something for the business. But me and the business are one. Me and the business are, you know, joined at the hip. So it's in my best interest to do that, you know. So when you guys see me working on Saturday and working on Sunday, and a lot of guys, man, you work 7 days a week. Yeah, but I'm not working hardcore not none of those days, you know. I'm not. You know, like today, I'll be done around 3. I'll be done before then, really. But there's some other stuff I need to be doing. See, I got a mulch job where she wants to pay the $400 for 3 yards of mulch. So I'm gonna probably go on and get the mulch. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it today, but I don't see why I can't. I mean, I'll have to dump the mulch on site, and I really don't like to wrap on the day. It's early too, but yeah, we're done, man. I'm glad too. Yeah, we got everything on the list done, plus I did an extra one. So, yeah. It's all good, man. It's been a good day. I ain't worked that hard. I ain't gonna work that hard, though. I never work hard. I just work steady and consistent and smart. That's how I work. All right, I'm gonna get in here and eat me a sandwich, jump in the pool, and get all this dusty crap off of me, man, and enjoy the rest of my day, man. This is great. Peace out.